In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I've been using ManyChat to run my 6-figure per year business on Instagram. So if you're looking to make more money, generate more leads, grow an email list, or just really ramp up your client acquisition, then this is the video for you. And I'm going to break everything down step by step, start to finish, how I track leads, generate leads, and just ultimately how I'm currently scaling my client acquisition process. And later on in the video, I'm literally going to give you some of my automation templates, my workflows, and even the spreadsheets that I use to track my leads. So stay tuned. But the best part about this is these automations and templates are just gonna make you more money, as obviously that is the end goal that we all want to achieve, is to make more money from our business. But first, before I get into the nitty-gritty parts of how to actually do this, let me explain what ManyChat actually is. Well, ManyChat is like having an army of sales reps and appointment setters that don't eat, don't sleep, don't complain about their pay, and just work. It auto-replies to DMs, nurtures leads, and book calls on autopilot, so it saves you time and saves you money. So I'm going to show you in this video exactly how I've been using it to scale my client acquisition process and just save me a ton of time and money. So let's get into it. So more specifically, in this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 exact strategies that I'm currently using. The first one is the infamous comment a keyword ManyChat automation. So when someone comments a keyword on my Instagram reel, this ManyChat automation automatically sends over the free lead magnet. So let me give an example by going actually onto Instagram. Now, for example, let's take this video here. This video got over 307 comments, and therefore it got about 150 comments of people and 150 me responding on autopilot using ManyChat. But the key here was I told people to comment the word visual for a library of visual hooks. Now, the visual hook is a lead magnet, but the reason I'm telling them to comment visual is because I set up a ManyChat automation that collects emails when they comment this. So let's go back to ManyChat. As you can see here, this is the ManyChat automation. The specific reel is set up here, so I chose this specific reel of the one you just saw on Instagram. And then when I put the specific keyword of visual, it then sends them a reply saying, check your DMs, check your messages, or send you a DM, check it out. Now, as you can see on Instagram back here, this was being automatically sent to all of them every single time they commented the word visual. Now that's pretty simple, like most people are able to set up that ManyChat automation for themselves, but the real part is collecting the email. So let me show you how I do this. So first I send them a message. Hey, first name, were you looking for the guy with 100 visual hooks, just confirming that they actually want it? When they say yes, what this does is it sets the user field. So this is just to know, what am I actually sending them so I can track it later on. Then I put a condition. This is the real key. This is email is unknown or email is known. When the email is unknown, what it will send to them is great. What email should I send it to? And what it does here is it waits for them to put in their email. And if they don't put in their email, then it just won't send. But if they put in the wrong thing, then it will just tell them to put in their actual email. So basically everything is set up to just make them put in their email if they want the free lead magnet. So what you need to do in your content is really hype up that lead magnet, because if people don't actually value that lead magnet, they're not going to take the time out of their day to actually go ahead and put their email in to actually get it. But for me, the reason why so many people did it, as you can see here, if you can look at the analytics of this, so if I go to here, 70% of people actually clicked yes that they wanted it. But once this is set up and running for you, then you're going to get people that have already put in their email. So what we have is we store that email in ManyChat, and then it will send, great, it looks like we already have your email on file. Then it will put the email, then it will automatically send the lead magnet. What it is here is cool. Let me send it to you here as well to make it easier. Basically saying you're going to send it their email, and you're going to send it here to make it easier, just so it doesn't feel like a scam. Because realistically, what we've said on our Instagram reel is comment the word this and I'll send it over. So in their mind, they're going to think, oh yeah, he's just going to send it to me. But we're trying to collect their email here. So we have to make it seem like we're going to send it to their email, and we're going to make it easier for them to send it here as well. So it's a super simple trick to collect people's emails. But if they don't put in their email for a certain amount of time, I send this where I say, by the way, if you want exclusive resources I don't share on my Instagram or YouTube, click below to subscribe to my newsletter. And basically the reason this is so powerful is because when they put in their email, they're going to be subscribed to my newsletter anyway. So if I just send them this, they're going to be like, wow, he's taking the time out of his day to help me subscribe to his newsletter and gain more value. So they're going to just subscribe to it because it's some free value that they can gain, and it's basically doing the exact same thing. So it's a super simple hack that you can use. But there's two key things here that you have to understand if you want this to run on autopilot for you and book calls without even doing anything. So the first one is to add one action to the end of the sequence. Add contact to sequence. Now let me go into edit mode so you can see this more clearly. So add contact to sequence. Now what I've done here to actually set this up is I've integrated ConvertKit. That is where my email list is actually set up and I'm actually sending emails. So I have it integrated to ConvertKit. And you can do the same thing with basically any other email provider on the internet. ManyChat has a ton of them that you can integrate with. But what I do here is I say the email field is obviously email, then I put the ConvertKit sequence, so the welcome sequence, and here you just pick any sequence that you've set up that you want to actually send people after they get the free asset. Then the ManyChat field is first name, because obviously we have to have their first name in there as well. So basically what this is doing is pretty simple. We get their email and automatically they're being subscribed to an email sequence where they will book in a call if your email sequence is optimized enough. But the key here to track the actual leads is email is set. Now this takes a little bit more explanation and breaking it down step by step using tools like Zapier, Google Sheets, ManyChat as well. And in another video, I'm going to break it down for you step by step, but let me just kind of show you briefly what it is. So let's go to Zapier. So in Zapier, what I have done is every single time I get a new tagged user, and I've configured this to email is set. So we go back to ManyChat, we see add tag email is set. So when this tag is added using the ManyChat automation, the Zapier automation then runs because it's seen that the trigger's been done and we've got a new tagged user. Then what it does is it looks up the spreadsheet row in a spreadsheet that I actually integrated it into, and it adds the name and the email. So now I'm tracking every single person that put their email into the ManyChat automation for me to have in a spreadsheet super clear. And that is basically how I'm tracking everything on ManyChat. And that is also how I'm collecting all these emails to send to my email list and book multiple calls every single day, literally doing no work myself other than creating content. So if you want me to send you over this ManyChat automation, as I can turn this into a pretty easy template, then just go to my Instagram and DM me the word automation and I'll send it over. And now I'm going to share with you the next two automations that are equally as powerful if you use them correctly. And the first one is doing this basically the exact same process but for your stories. So let me go to a recently new one that I've done. So as you can see here, we have the user comments on your post or reel, which is the one that I was using before, and then you have user replies to your story. And that is the one that we're going to focus on right now. Basically, this is the exact same thing, but instead of just doing it on a reel, we do it on a story when someone replies to the story with a certain keyword. So for example, this could be DM here. And when this says DM, what it will do is it will automatically send over this message. Hey, first name, we're looking to learn how to book qualified sales calls in the Instagram DMs. Then it'll do that entire process that I just broke down before. So basically, the stories is just another way of actually collecting leads, again, using ManyChat to collect emails and just kind of doing that whole process through the stories as well as the Instagram reels. So that is another powerful tool as well. But the third and final one is one of the most important ones if you are getting currently quite a few inbound leads. This is basically an entire appointment setter done for you. And this might get confusing, so pay attention. So as you can see here, this is a pretty confusing ManyChat automation, so let me break it down for you step by step. So what we have here is user sends a message. So basically in my bio, I have DM scale for more info, as you can go to my Instagram and you can check that out. And you can even test automation if you want to. But the reason this works so well if you get inbound leads is people will then DM you the word scale, and this entire ManyChat automation will just run to qualify these people and get them to book in a call. So let me break it down for how I use it. So the first one is, let me zoom in. Hey, first name, appreciate you reaching out. Mind if I ask you a few quick questions to see how we can help? Either they can say, yes, let's go, which most people end up doing, or tell me more first. And then I say, sure thing. I just want to understand a bit about how you create content and what you're looking to scale and what you're looking to scale to. So we can see if this would even be a good fit to actually hop on a call. Sound good? When they say, yes, go ahead, it just routes back to the exact same message as if they said, yes, let's go. Then we carry on. Then I say bet. So, how many leads are you generating currently per week? If you don't know, just give an average. This is so I can figure out how many leads they're generating and how I can actually help them scale and just kind of see where they're at right now, their current position. Like 0 to 5, 5 to 20, 20 to 35. Then I have, if they put 20 to 35, which is actually quite a decent amount, I say, that's fire. What's your main acquisition source for that? Then what I do is I notify myself to respond in the Instagram DMs, because this can be so unpredictable of what they say, I have to handle that. But if they say like 0 to 5 or 5 to 20, we carry on the automation. Then I say, cool, makes sense. How much is that bringing in rev-wise to your biz per month? This is just to actually see how much they're currently making, not only to qualify, but to actually see if I can help them get to where they want to go. I say 10 to 25, 25 to 100, and 100 plus. Then all of these go to, got it. How would you describe your content process right now? This is kind of to draw the pain into the audience. I post whenever, I try to plan it, I've got a full team. If they say I've got a full team, then the next message I send is, what are they not doing for you right now that has caused you to want to make a switch? Because remember, they're coming to me as an inbound lead. Therefore, the other people that they're working with clearly aren't doing a good enough job if they're looking for other solutions. But if they say I post whenever or I try to plan it, I go to the next one. I say last one. Is growing your personal brand and setting up a new lead gen channels a priority for you over the next 6 months? If they say yes, then we go ahead and say, they look like a good fit. I have some time this week to fit you in for a call. Then I go ahead and actually get them to book in a call. But if they say not really, I say thanks for sharing and I don't try and sell them. Because if it's not a priority for them, I just don't really want to work with them. I want someone who's committed to actually making this happen and get the goals, because that's what's going to get me results and propel my business forward. If not, there's no point selling them to them. But if you want me to send you the templates for each one of those automations, then just go to my Instagram, DM me the word automation, and I'll send them all over. And guess what? I'm going to use ManyChat to send them over as well. So make sure, subscribe to the channel, go to Instagram, DM me automation, and I will see you in the next one.